So how has business changed and who is going to define business? I think business is going to be defined, like I told you, by children. And if you don't access my child, you can't access my money. And it's in every sphere, from banking to insurance to tourism. And like I told you, kiddie menus. You don't have high chairs and kiddie menus, you got problems. You don't have a trampoline and a bouncy castle in your restaurant at Tukuji. You better have ground for them to run around. We like going home at 4 with tired children, okay? Thank you very much. But I think the other thing that a lot of people still don't get is women. And I don't know how many times I say this, and I'll say this again. And it's not from me. Fortune magazine said this about 4 or 5 years ago, that you need to target the 3rd billion. The first billion is China, the 2nd billion is India. Women are the 3rd billion. There's a lot of people who do that thing where they pay lip service to the whole idea of women. And I come as one, I stand as 10,000. Actually, I stand as a million. That if you're not dealing with me, you're in trouble because you're losing out on a lot. Women don't just have money of their own to spend. They also spend other people's money. No. Let's not mess around with this. You don't come to this YouTube channel for nonsense. I say it as it is. If she's 20, 21, 22, let's even say 24, she's got a new job. She's spending her money and she's spending it as she wants to because it's hers. But that girl's also spending somebody else's money. She's spending her dad's money, her boyfriend's money. If she's got a sugar daddy or two, she's spending their money too. And you're not talking to that chick. You're crazy. You're not talking to me. How are you not talking to me? I have more access to liquidity, and I know this, the financial sector trusts me more than they trust my male counterpart. Women pay. In fact, let me just tell you a little story, very small story. Joshua Igara alluded to the last time I saw him. And this had a lot to do with what's happening with that M-Pesa account that Kenya Commercial Bank has. And it is a fact that there are people who borrow money in the morning and pay it back in the evening. And I can tell you without a doubt, they are women. If you're not talking to women, you're in trouble. But here's the problem with a lot of people who run businesses. You seem to think that I'm a color, that if you put pink on it, that it's all right. I'm not a color. Stop serving my gender, serve my needs. Don't serve my gender, serve my needs. If you're not talking to women, you're crazy and you're losing out. Because not only, finally, and I say this because I saw it with my mother and I'm seeing it with me, the sort of decisions I make with my money and the speed at which I do it is not something my mother ever did. Even as a married woman with a salary, with her charm and everything, my mother still had to go into conclave, we're Catholics, with my dad. She still didn't make decisions of her own. Today, the sort of decisions women are making, the sort of access to collateral they have is crazy. So let me just say this. Don't mark it pink and tell me it is for me. I don't do pink. What? I'm not a color. What I am is a woman with certain needs, and your job is to serve my needs, not my gender. We can have another conversation about that, but if you're not actually talking to women seriously, you're in trouble. You're going to close shop very soon. No, mark my words. Hii YouTube channel hakuna mali naenda. Tutarudi hapa tu. Utaniambia. In fact, subscribe. Why would you not? Thank you.